Hey everyone, just another update. Here we are Monday now, so 2 days out from my arrival in Canada or back home to Canada and my ordeal at the airport, which, if anybody's been following now, is well aware of. For those who are not, um, it was a pretty rough time coming home. Excuse me for my demeanor today. I am in a lot of pain today. There's ups and downs, so today is it's a rough day. Um, when you sleep, anyone who while you're sleeping, your disc actually fill with fluid. Everyone, whether good or bad, and so in my case, they do that. But plus, with the stem cell injections, I woke up pretty stiff, so I'm having a lot of nerve pain today, primarily from around my elbow down along the forearm to towards the pinky and these three fingers, and even the skin. I think I've mentioned the other one is like super super sensitive. Uh, and But again, I'm not concerned because a lot of these feelings that I'm having are in places that were pretty dormant, and I had no feeling before. So it's interesting that I'm actually even having pain there, but it is nerve pain. I've been going through the protocol of that they've given me, including doing nerve flossing today, which essentially I won't go through the whole thing, but basically you're just moving through motions of trying to get that nerve moving the way it should be. And it was stuck for a long time, and some dormant, as I said, and not active. So things are waking up. I do want to reiterate that other folks in my group, they're doing great. I'm just a bit of an anomaly because my situation was really really bad. Um, Most of the guys are recovering. I think most are either back to work or back to normal function. Some small residual effects. So I don't want people who are thinking about doing this, please don't look at this as an expectation for yourself. It's just, again, mine was very, very severe. I still feel very optimistic about it, um, because I think if I wasn't feeling anything, I think that would be even stranger. Um, I'm feeling optimistic. I will follow the protocol to a T as much as I can. Laying off things, I have to lay low and just let my body heal. On that note, and going back to that event that happened on Saturday, I was issued a ticket for not having an ArriveCan app on my phone. I got to be honest, a lot of it is a blur. I was under heavy sedation at that time. Thank God I recorded it. I don't know if the police had body cam recordings or not, but I hope they did because I don't remember much. I mean, I remember getting there and some of the situation with them, but I don't even really remember leaving the airport. I remember bits and pieces of the drive home. I remember my dogs greeting me, but not a lot. I was under a great deal of sedation, painkillers and stuff, which in and of itself is kind of bothered me because if public health were truly there for public health, um, they should have been taking care of my health rather than issuing me a ticket for not having an app on my phone. I should have been in a wheelchair. I should have been asked how I'm doing and helped along the way. So having time to reflect on that has really, I'm going to be honest, upset me. It's truly has nothing to do with public health at all, um, because my health was not in question at all. And on top of that, I did some further research and reading into it, and it looks like there would have been I was only given two options, which I do have on video with the police officer. My two options were download the app or receive a fine. I took the fine because honestly, I did not think the person was going to come back with a $6,000 fine for not having an app on the phone. To put it into perspective, I went down for a medical treatment that was so expensive that my partner had to help in crowdfunding to pay for it. the fine for the app is almost half or a quarter, I can't do the math right now, of what the actual medical procedure was. So put that in perspective. It's a fine for not having an app, and the cost of that is the cost of a good chunk of a medical procedure. Perhaps something else is going on there, why they're so adamant about having an app that they're willing to charge thousands for it in a fine. Any event, I found out that there was another option after I did research that if you don't have a phone, or if you have an old school phone, or whatever the case may be, I should have been presented an option that I could fill out something, a physical like paper or something like that. I wasn't presented with that option. The only option I was given was either to download the app or receive the fine. Um, I am very upset about how I was treated and harassed and bullied by the police officer who was not representing the police. He told me he was essentially off duty and working for public health, and for the public health officer. I'm almost getting emotional again right now thinking about it. The absolute fear they put in people, the intimidation, the bully tactics. Um, it's it is absolutely remarkable. And again, the emphasis was not on uh, COVID restrictions and things of that nature. It was literally just around this app, unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. As I said, I have it on video. Any event, I will have to now fight that and put some resources towards that. When honestly, my resources should be going towards my healing. I was not able to return to work due to this. I'm in recovery, and as I said, unlike my other videos, I'm probably not as chipper today because I am in a great deal of pain, much like I was when I arrived actually at the airport that night. But instead of focusing just now on my healing, instead of just focusing on getting better and resting, I now have to put aside time to fight a fine that, in my opinion, I should never have gotten. And I really hope it does not affect my physical healing. To that note, I'm not discouraged by the pain. I've had great feedback from the doctors there, and I believe that I'm on the right path. Just as a side note, I also had, because I had previous surgery in my lower lumbar, L5S1, and now the disc above that had become herniated. They also did stem cell injections there. But to put in perspective, because it wasn't so much damage, I'm fine. My lower lumbar, I feel great. And they warned me, don't, just because it feels great, don't go out running a marathon or walking. I'm supposed to no walking, sit still, lay down, and just let nature take its course and the stem cells take its course and heal up completely. So I think my lower back, a-okay, and it's going to be amazing. As for the cervical spine, I think what I'm going to do is actually, I have a copy of the MRI that they did, and I'm going to post it later for anyone who is interested. I know not everybody can read an MRI, but to tell you how bad this one is, even if you can't read an MRI, you're going to be able to see the damage. In perspective, my partner, she has a 12-year-old daughter, and I showed it to her, and without even pointing it out, she was just like, "Oh my God, you can see it." So you'll be able to see where the damage is. Now, obviously, that was pre-stem cells, so I can't wait in 3 months to see where things are post stem cells and healing. The discs are now full of stem cells. Nerves that were dormant, nerves that were stuck, are coming undone and working and stuff. So I think a lot of this pain is to be expected. And I just have a gut feeling, something in the back of my head. I don't know how to explain it, but I know I'm going to be a-okay, that this is just part of the journey, and if anything, will just make me a stronger person. And I think that we all need to overcome things in our life. We all need, you know, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but struggle to help us put things in perspective in our life. And if anything, helps us build our character and to be better people. It has definitely done that for me. And it sure gives me a lot more respect for other folks that are going through things as well that are far beyond even where I am. So I count my lucky stars that I am sitting here able to talk to you all. I am, aside from, my arm and the stuff I went through, I'm extremely healthy. As my doctor said, I have the blood work of someone in their 20s. I'm very healthy, and and that I thank my lucky stars for. So I will be okay, and I know it's only a matter of time before the pain, uh, you know, dies down in my arm, and I will be back to function and back to normal. So that's where we are in today's update. I have no animosity towards, obviously, police officers or public health people because there are great folks out there. As a matter of fact, I heard from a friend this morning that I had who had a couple friends coming in from Russia. Similar situation to mine, where just this past weekend came through Pearson Airport. Same thing. Asked if they had the ArriveCAN app, and they said no, they weren't comfortable, with it. And the gentleman, the officer said, "Fine," and just waved them on through. So why would they be waved through and me? All I can think is it just comes down to the individual that was there. So um, there's good and bad in everything. And the folks that treated me the way they did, uh, I feel sorry for them. I honestly do. To use a uniform and badge to exhibit that kind of control and authoritarianism is it's something to be ashamed of in my book. And I don't know how they sleep at night because I couldn't do it. Uh, I just would not be able to do that. I'd imagine these people have families and children and whatnot, and if they thought of them going through a similar situation, it's it's truly shameful, and I'm ashamed of where we've come here in Canada. It's not the Canada I remember, and I really hope things change. We're under more restrictions right now, I think, than any country left in the world, which is pretty remarkable if you do a comparison to Cuba or even some other third world countries. We are supposed to be you know the the country that others emulate. Well, not anymore. Um, I'm not being political. I'm not advocating for anything. All I can say is that the way I was treated was not right. I'm a good citizen of this country. I am a, I have a good career. I have a good life, and I don't think I deserved that. And so I will definitely fight it. But again, it's unfortunate that I have to put resources towards that when they should be put towards me and my healing and getting better. And and I think they took full advantage of a situation with somebody who was heavily sedated. And sorry, I'm a little emotional about it, but hopefully I either fight this on my own or I'll get some additional help with it. But I'll have to do something because I can't take that just laying down. Anyway, not to end on a sour, sad note. So, on a positive note, I am getting better. I know I am. I will keep the posts coming for people who are thinking about doing something like this. Please, again, don't measure yourself against me and the pain and stuff that I'm going through. It's just I was a rough case. I can categorically tell you that everyone else in my group are all doing fantastic. they're, already starting to feel the positive effects of it. And like I said, in my lower back, there's no question, my lower back is far beyond when I first got there. So I'm hoping for the same with my neck once things start healing up. So I'll leave it there. Expect more updates from me this week and perhaps a couple conversations with some folks. You never know. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. For everyone who's been following along, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate your support. Not even just for the stem cells and the treatment and the effects of that, but the people who heard about what had happened with me with the ticket and reached out. Um, Thank you to everyone. It's don't let's try not to judge. Let's not judge the everyone by a couple bad apples. Canada is an amazing country. I'm proud of it. I love my country very, very much. It's just in a little bit of an odd direction right now, and hopefully the course can be corrected. And yeah, it'll all be good. So till next time, thank you to everyone. Bus.